Welcome back to Soundbites. My name is Rob Carson. Hello. Part 2 of the show. Part 2. Much to get to on the show, as far as food news is concerned, food trends are concerned, and there's so much to get to. I mean, Pioneer Woman has a new line of dog treats. Arby's wants to send you Hawaii. Hot food trends for 2019, including CBD. You know what CBD is? I'll explain what that is. The world's most expensive chocolate chip cookie being served in New York, and it's expensive. Not exactly an Oreo. For the amount of money, I just buy a bunch of Girl Scout cookies. But I'll explain how much it costs and what's in it. It's kind of fun. All right, so council members San Jose, California are not happy that Chik Fil A is set to open at the airport. And Chik Fil A has taken a lot of heat for, I guess, an article that the owner did years ago. And the owner believes they should be closed on Sunday, which costs them millions of dollars. And it's a matter of religious conviction. And their support of traditional marriage. Now, I don't want to get all political here because I don't care if gay people want to get married. Doesn't matter to me. But there are traditional views of marriage being between a man and a woman. And I think it's intolerant, religiously intolerant, to go after organizations that feel this way, just on religious grounds. And here's the thing. Again, now I'm kind of getting political. If you don't want to go to Chik Fil A because of, their stance on traditional marriage, then do so. Okay? But as far as boycotts and all of this stuff, that is discriminatory on the bounds of the First Amendment, because the First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech and freedom of religion, as long as religion doesn't kill you. So, anyway, the planned opening of the restaurant has drawn protests, sparked outrage, and apparently protesters, they're going to put LGBTQ flags all over the airport in hopes of making it the gayest Chick-fil-A in the country. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Ken Yeager, a openly gay former county supervisor, told the San Jose Spotlight that he felt heartsick for the opening of the restaurant. I mean, a little drama here. Come on. Just don't go to Chick-fil-A if you don't want to go. Doesn't symbolize anti-LGBTQ sentiment. It doesn't. My heart just sank when I saw the construction wall at the airport. I've been doing LGBTQ rights activities for 35 years. I remember when this city was not welcoming, and we've come a long way. I feel like this is a throwback for those times. But the chicken sandwiches are so good. So that's what's going on there. They've signed a 6-year contract, and the city has already said the 6-year contract will not be renewed. City Attorney Rick Doyle suggested that the council members not reject the company's bid on religious or political grounds, as it would violate the First Amendment. And it does, regardless of what you do, it violates the First Amendment. So the council reportedly rejected the extension after 6 years based on the fact that the company is not open on Sundays. So they can go, hey man, that's the biggest traffic day of the week. Why are you closed? Well, we're not going to renew your contract. Yeah. I don't mind Chick-fil-A. I don't think it makes me a homophobe to like Chick-fil-A. Sorry, it's a chicken sandwich. It's not run by Nazis. Yeah. According to a recent study, teens' favorite restaurant is, ding, 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 surprise, surprise, Chick-fil-A. Okay. Piper Jaffray surveyed thousands of Gen Zers, and it's the company's 30th semi-annual Gen Z survey. I mean, Gen X before that. 8,000 teens. Chick-fil-A topped this year's list with Starbucks following, and just behind Chipotle landed in third, and I love me some Chipotle. Oh. 83% of teens own an iPhone, according to this. Food is the number one priority for males in terms of purchasing, and number two for females, besides footwear. That's pretty funny. Applebee's has added a Fireball whiskey grilled chicken dish to its menu. So they're taking Fireball whiskey, which is a hot, sweet cinnamon It's made for shooting, okay? It's not made for, sipping in a snifter. The other day, about a month and a half ago, I was going into a liquor store to get some vino. And a guy who's been out working all day, busting his butt in the cold, removing snow, comes in, buys himself a pint of Fireball to get warmed up. So meals start at $12.99, 2 kinds of protein, steamed broccoli, garlic, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and crispy onions. You can get a 6-ounce sirloin with a half rack of baby back ribs, which is just a hell of a lot of food. Grilled chicken breast with Fireball whiskey-infused sauce and half rack of baby back ribs, crispy shrimp and grilled salmon, grilled shrimp skewer, and chicken breast with Fireball whiskey-induced sauce, and then grilled shrimp skewer, crispy shrimp, and an 8-ounce sirloin. So, I would assume a good share of the alcohol, if not all of the alcohol, is cooked off in the cooking process. Let's talk about Game of Thrones, shall we? Even though I don't watch it, a lot of people do. I guess the 8th of April is when it debuts. Is it something like that? It's season 8, I should say. And I don't know what the hell it's coming up. But anyway, people are into it. There's an official Game of Thrones drinking game. And I love these references. That will get you drunker than Tyrion Lannister. That's funny. I have no idea what they're talking. I don't have Tyrion Lannister. He sounds like a NFL player. Now playing on tight end, it's Tyrion Lannister, everybody. So here's what you should do. When this is you drink when someone dies. You can't remember a character's name. You hear the word house. Cersei plots or takes revenge. Again, I have no idea. Tormund thirsts for Brienne. Don't know. Jaime kills someone he doesn't want to. Okay? Finish your drink when there's a sex scene. When one of your favorite characters dies, the dragons lay waste, or Arya crosses a name off her kill list. Huzzah! It is Renaissance. It's the Renaissance fair without juggling. That's what it is. It's a violent, bloody, rapey Renaissance festival. That's what Game of Thrones is. You can take a White Walker shot. There's a White Walker shot. Apparently there's some White Walkers. These are characters. When Jon Snow and Daenerys sleep together again, or the dragons battle each other. And chug an entire bottle if the Night King sits on the Iron Throne. They hid 2 of the Iron Thrones around the world. Apparently you can find it. You got to keep the Iron Throne. Your wife would love to have that in the house. Oh, great. You got a themed throne from Game of... Yeah, that's great. That's in the basement. Just take it right down there, please. That's... It's not going in the living room. Sorry. I've got an ugly chair in my living room that I bought when I moved to Kansas City. I was living in a big empty house by myself. And, I got it at the Salvation Army, and it is a reclining wingback chair. And my wife has tolerated it and actually come to love it. Because it's wonderfully comfortable. Mountain Dew has revealed a limited edition Game of Thrones themed soda. Okay. Apparently the special temperature controlled cans are not available for purchase. Will only go out to 800 lucky fans who are willing to make a personal sacrifice. To enter, you have to respond to Mountain Dew via Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram with an explanation of what you would sacrifice to get your hands on this can from the North. I guess the North is the place in Game of Thrones. Winners will be randomly selected and notified of their status before the April 14th premiere of Season 8. You can drink like Lannister when you watch Season 8 with the Game of Thrones wine blends. I know. Apparently, Vintage Estates Wines is already ahead of the game. The wine company is currently featuring 2 crafted wine blends. One of them is a Chardonnay. Includes notes of lemon, peach, apricot, tangerine, lingering taste of oak. So it apparently is wood-aged. The red blend features notes of black fruit and vanilla. So if you're into that, just look for Vintage Estates if you're a Game of Thrones geek. Read this story. It's a column by Aaron Cullum the other day. What do you do with your butter? Do you leave it out on the counter? I leave it out on the counter, and I also have a little thing of bacon fat there because they're both great. They're both absolutely great. While butter is a dairy product, it's mostly fat, meaning that it's less susceptible to bacteria. Salted butter even less prone to bacterial growth than unsalted butter because of its sodium content. So the shelf life of the two types of butter is slightly different. When it comes to leaving butter out of the fridge, you got to put it in a crock or an airtight container. If butter is exposed to air, it spoils much more quickly. When properly sealed, the container, after each use, salted butter can last about 2 weeks out on the counter. If the room temperature in your kitchen reaches above 70 degrees, however, it's best to refrigerate ASAP because unsalted butter is best left in the fridge at all times. So there you go. That's kind of interesting. I've always kept butter out on the counter. And I don't think maybe once in my life I had butter re-rancid. It doesn't if you use it. So McDonald's has created a vegetarian version of their iconic chicken nugget. Apparently produce inside the chicken nugget includes chickpeas. I see. There's the chicken right there. Chickpeas. Carrots, potatoes, cauliflower, broccoli, corn, and onion. The breading on the outside uses ingredients like rice and semolina. They are available in Norway at the moment, and apparently they can't call them vegan because they're cooked in the same fryer as other products that contain cheese. So they're just going to call them vegetarian because vegans are very weird about their eating. Olive Garden has released a new giant foods menu because we're not fat enough, apparently. The new lineup includes 4 items in total, and they're all just colossal, including the plate-sized chicken parmesan, which is 11.5 inches from end to end, and it dwarfs the side of fettuccine Alfredo that comes with it, apparently. They also have an oversized version of their spaghetti and meatballs. The meatball clocks in at 12 ounces, smothered with even more sauce for those extra gains. The other giant Italian classics menu, giant stuffed shell pasta. They're available in 4 cheese marinara and 4 cheese shrimp varieties. They dropped nationwide April the 1st. So they drop and you gain your weight. Do you like cereal? I'm not a big cereal dude because I'm an adult. If I had to choose a favorite cereal of all time, it would be Peanut Butter Crunch. I like Peanut Butter Crunch. I just always have. Did you know, I remember Planet Hollywood when I was in Minneapolis, they had a Captain Crunch breaded chicken strips that they served with remoulade. And it was good. It was really good. I made them at home, and it was terrific. And why not? Why not make a breading out of cereal? I don't think Oops All Berries Crunch would be very good, to be quite honest. Or Lucky Charms. But there are some. We bred the chicken strips with cornflakes. Why not? In the last year, we've seen some weird cereal, Sour Patch Kids cereal, which just, wow. Sour Patch Kids cereal. And Lucky Charms marshmallow cereal. So they just got rid of the little bits that taste kind of like dog food and replaced them with all just the marshmallows, which I love the marshmallows. I couldn't find any, or I would have had it. So anyway, Captain Crunch is releasing a new flavor. It's cotton candy. The sweetened corn and oat cereal has pink and blue puffs and a picture of the captain holding cotton candy. Quaker has yet to confirm that the cotton candy cereal is hitting more shelves right now, but obviously it's not ready on store shelves everywhere. Not ready on store shelves everywhere. Oh, this is more. This is, and it looks kind of good actually. Cool Whip, or as what is his name on Family Guy? The baby would say, Cool Whip, cool Whip. Yes, Cool Whip. They've introduced a new flavor for Cool Whip, and it's birthday cake. Birthday cake. Now, just something real quick. Cool Whip is not food. I got a buddy named Will Clower who does. He's a kind of a lifestyle expert and dietitian expert and all that stuff. And he says that there are some things on the shelves that are not food, and there's nothing in Cool Whip that ever lived. It's completely artificial, but it's glorious. And who hasn't gotten into the Cool Whip, and just eaten it by itself? Is it wrong? So there you go, birthday cake Cool Whip. I think it sounds kind of good. And then I didn't realize there were also a double fudge brownie version of Cool Whip. Because, we have a shortage of flavor in this country. If you're going to have a piece of apple pie or pumpkin pie with Cool Whip, you might as well make it double chocolate brownie. Why not? Why not? Sensory overstimulation is awesome. Okay. Let's see here. I'm looking at my pile of stuff here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. How do you ripen your avocados? Here's how I ripen my avocados. I buy them ripe. Okay? If I can't find ripe avocados at a store, I'll go to another store. I'll go to another store. So I've heard about the plastic or the paper bag thing, or wrapping the avocado in newspaper, keeping it at room temperature. And that's basically what this article is talking about. One of the things you can do, though, this is kind of interesting, add more ripe fruit to the bag or newspaper, like a banana, an apple, or a tomato. Because they're ripe, they produce the ethylene gas that triggers ripening in mature fruit. So trapping the gas in the bag helps ripen whatever else you want to ripen. Okay? That's kind of interesting. Now, if you want to do the opposite with avocados, and you want to keep them on your shelf and they're starting to get soft, put them in the refrigerator. Put them in the refrigerator. But generally, I've gone, if I'm going to get avocados, I don't want hard as a rock avocados. And I'm going to say that Aldi has a habit of getting unripe avocados and putting them out, and they're as hard as a rock. And there's nothing better than a vine ripened avocado. They don't last very long, but they got to get them on the store shelf, so they put them out when they're green. Just go to a different store. Just go to a different store. Like I said, I've gone to 4 stores to get avocados. And avocados right now are cheap. But that could change if the southern border gets shut down. They're talking about that. There could be an avocado shortage. Dun, 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 dun. And avocados are very popular right now, particularly with millennials, because of the avocado toast craze. Have a morning avocado toast. I love it. I mean, it's great. It's great. 5 genius ways you can reuse your leftover pickle juice. I always buy the big gallon jar of Mount Olive pickles because my daughter is a pickle fiend, and so am I. When I was a kid, all I wanted for Christmas one year was just jars of pickles, because I love pickles. I love pickled products, not pickled beets. No, please. Make my own pickled peppers, pickled asparagus, pickled green beans, all those things. And here's what you can do. Here's what you can do with pickle juice left over. Save it and use it. You can use it as a marinade for like chicken breasts. Did you know that? I might add a little garlic to that too. Tenderize meat. So mix pickle juice with mustard. Use it to tenderize meats like pork chops and steak. Don't do it to steak. Soak potatoes in it, apparently. Okay? So you can boil potatoes in water mixed with pickle juice and make a hell of a potato salad. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not put a little infuse those potatoes with a little pickle juice, because you're going to put pickles in the potato salad anyway, right? Hangover cure, apparently. The acidity of pickle juice can really help relieve your nausea, dehydration, and headaches. I didn't know that. And replace vinegar with it. Ideal for vinaigrettes and salad dressings. All kinds of other things. Because it has some other flavors infused in it, including possibly garlic and of course, dill. Of course, dill. All right. Oh, this is funny. Hasbro, and I don't know if this is a joke or not, but apparently they're, no, it is a joke. It is a joke. Hasbro's been around since 1952. They created Mr. Potato Head. Remember when things were simple? You could just put a pair of plastic shoes on a fake potato and just put the face on it. You could make it upside down if you wanted to get a laugh, and that was easy enough to entertain some of us. They put apparently on their website, new Avo Head, Mr. Avo Head. And apparently it's a version of the classic Mr. Potato Head with half the carbs. Mr. Avo Head completes the hipster look with a beard, some revamped kicks, wide frame glasses, and a millennial man bun. This is funny. This is actually pretty funny. So that's a good joke. That's a good joke by Hasbro. Mr. Avo Head. Mr. Avo Head. Does he have a hipster beard? A hipster beard? I do not have a beard. I had a beard when I was 19 and I looked stupid. And I still have, my facial hair is like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, I can't grow facial hair. You know, that's how my face is. All right. Hot food trends for 2019. The Natural Products Expo West in Anaheim, California. 86,000 attendees. List of new products that people are trying. CBD, chemical compound found in cannabis associated with potential health benefits, apparently is very hot. Cannabis-infused drinks. You're not going to get high, by the way. CBD loose leaf teas. CBD-infused snacks like coconut bites and hemp extract. And there's a CBD store right now near my home. And in the state of Kansas, I live on the Kansas side of Kansas City. CBD is now suddenly available, and it's dramatically available. It's like, okay, cool. I haven't tried it. I dropped a business card off and wanted it to be on my show. I'm still waiting for them to come by. Collagen, protein said to promote healthy hair, skin, and nails. Collagen, actually, I used to bench press really heavy. And I combined glucosamine and chondroitin with collagen, and I fixed a shoulder that I thought I was going to have surgery on. So it works pretty well. Oat milk is apparently a big deal. Almond milk, the new almond milk. So goat milk, dairy-free frozen desserts in delightful flavors like oatmeal cookie, peanut butter and raspberry, caramel apple crumble. Jerky is a pretty big deal. There was a company, Patagonia Provisions, that does an American bison jerky, which I imagine is wonderful. There are other, jerkies, you make your own. Make your own, man. Ooh, turkey jerky. I made some turkey jerky. It was outstanding. I used hickory. Hickory wood, by the way. Hickory is very good for jerky. So, all right. Let's see what's wrong with my clock here. There we are. Okay. Sorry, I have to watch a clock to make sure that we're right on time. Plant-based products are another thing that are big. There's a new Atlantic Natural Foods tuna, plant-based seafood alternative made with non-GMO texturized vegetable protein. That sounds yummy. The company's Loma Linda line also has a variety of favorite foods like Sloppy Joe's and Italian Bolognese made with plant-based products. And if it's good, why not? I think we're going to have in the Impossible Burgers, there's going to be an explosion in the Impossible Burger. People are going to be wanting the Impossible Burger big time. Blueberry Cheerios are coming out, by the way. Blueberry Cheerios, made with whole grains, oats, and natural flavors. General Mills snacks, including Blueberry Cheerios, seem to have been confirmed. The cereal is yet to be listed on the product page, with Very Berry Cheerios, Fruity Cheerios, Peach Cheerios, and other inspired flavors. When I was in Minneapolis, I got frozen in a block of ice. It was about a casket-sized block of ice. The interior was where I was, and I had to stay in there for 48 hours on my back. And it was to unveil Frosted Cheerios, and it was an awful experience. It was. I was so sore when I got out, I could barely stand up. But I did manage to do it. Raised a lot of money for charity. That was pretty cool. Pioneer Woman and Purina have teamed up with a line of home-style dog treats. Because your dog likes chicken and waffles, too. So this is a Food Network star, Ree Drummond. And she's got 5 dogs, Henry, Duke, Lucy. Everybody's got a dog named Lucy. Including me, Walter, and Presley have become constant presence on her Facebook page. So she's come up with a line of them. Beef brisket to chicken parmesan to strawberry shortcake to chicken and blueberry waffles. They're going to be available at Walmart, apparently. So let's hear about the world's most expensive cookie being served in New York for $1,000.
Wow, look at how gorgeous these cookies are. And here comes the Duchess with the most expensive cookie in the world. Oh my God, look at this thing. This is so beautiful. I cannot believe this is a cookie. I know you can't see it. And it's got the entire ruby pink. Look at this real pink ruby chocolate. Look at this. What makes this the most expensive cookie in the world, guys? Look at this. Tell them.
Well, first of all, it comes on a Baccarat catch-all.
Baccarat catch-all.
All crystal.
So a Baccarat catch-all, all right, covered with gold leaf accents and rosettes made of ruby chocolate. The inside is ruby chocolate covered with 23-karat gold leaf. The cookie comes with a string of fresh rotter pearls and sits atop the Baccarat crystal. That's $1,000. Apparently, 2 customers have bought it in New York and 2 in Dubai. I've already ordered one. Kim Kardashian's friend Jonathan Sheben got one to promote it on his Facebook food or Instagram food page. I'm not going to do that because I don't have that kind of money to spend on a cookie. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out my my Instagram page, it is Rob Carson Show, Instagram Rob Carson Show, subtitled Carson's Crappy Kitchen, because I have a crappy kitchen. And I live in a rental right now, which I hate. I used to have a dream kitchen, but I don't now. I hope to change that very soon. I've got an electric stove with 3 burners that work. So, not fun, but I make some pretty cool stuff. And if you enjoy looking at food porn, you'll enjoy that. If you'd like to write me, all you got to do is just write me at carsonontheradio@gmail.com. Carsonontheradio at gmail.com. And, on Facebook, Rob Carson's Table. I know that's a lot to think about. But anyway, thanks for checking out the show today. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. For Spoonie Radio, Spoonie.com, for giving me an outlet. Most people give me an outlet to stick a fork in. But no, this is actually a broadcast outlet. Have a glorious day, and I will see you again soon.